Thanks, Tom. Afternoon, this is our main game for the afternoon, our double header. And it's the two heavyweights, in my opinion, Panthers in the black and white going left to right, and the Eels, and it's always a very competitive game. And our big sensation in this game at the moment is in the black and whites, and he's number 17 or maybe 22, depending on where he is, but he's down the back here. Oh, he's 40 metres out. They're settling down. The Panthers have got the ball. They're into the forwards. The Eels are very strong in the forwards, and I know they're going to try and play this game in the forwards. And the Panthers are taking the ball up 30 metres out. And they've got an advantage here, the Panthers. The referee's got his arm out. Papa Moore's our referee. He hasn't been around for a couple of games, but he's probably our best referee. There's a kick. It's just to get the penalty. Probably went for the field goal, but I think he just kicked it to get the penalty. So they're 35 metres out on the sideline. And if you haven't seen these teams play, the black and whites have got some Fijians and they're electric. The fellow closest to us, the winger here, Carve, he is a greyhound. And Ben or Benici is another, he's a racehorse. He's number 22, the sober sheet tells me. So while this kick's being taken, I just want to thank our sponsors for this game, which is Oregon Gas, Cook Island General Transport, the Tupapa Sports Centre, and 89.5 on the FM dial. So we're going to have a penalty kick, and points will be very important in this game. It has cost, in my opinion, last week the Eels the game because they didn't kick too many penalties. But when this game gets into the groove, it's going to be a good clash. And I love my football, and I've been waiting for this game all week. So all these points are going to count if they score them. It's up in the air, and it's missed. But the ball's gone dead, and they'll get it from the dropout. Well, they should get it from the dropout. But there's some good players out there in these two teams in our standard of football. They've come up with the ball, the Eels, which is good football. Mafu kicked off. He's a PNG guy. He's not a union player, but he's a good footballer. And they got 3 PNG players out there. They're not union players, but great run. See what I mean about the speed in these Fijian boys in the Panthers? They're just so quick. Look at Carve off, but it's gone out. And the Eels aren't too slow either. Genius is a great runner. So the line out. It's an Eels throw, 25 metres out. The referee's telling them to get onside. They normally go to Clive Nicholas, number 8. He's a jumper for the Eels. Wherever he is, the ball will go. Oh, it's gone over his head, and the Panthers have pinched it. But the Panthers have secured the ball. And that was the problem last week. You've got to secure your ball in the lineouts because you put the pen straight onto you. Look at the Eels is crashing into this. They're trying to turn the ball over. And they got an advantage, the Panthers. They've gone out wide, Carve's off. But the referee's got hold of him. We've got a penalty right in front. And I'm sure Panthers will kick again. all these points are going to count at the end of the day. So while he's taking the kick, I just want to thank our sponsors for this game, Origin Gas, Cook Island General Transport, and the Tupapa Centre. And they've been with us all season and all through the league, and we appreciate them. And I hope the live stream's getting to all you guys that follow the Panthers and the Eels. And we got people on the live stream from all over Australia and New Zealand and all through Oceania. And even in the PNG, because we've got PNG players over here and they're a credit to the country and they're doing well. And that's not a problem. So it's 3-0 to the Panthers. 3-0, Dave. That's 3-0. Long way to go. Long way to go. Some big forward players out there. Number 21's Clive Nicholas. He's kicked the ball in. A slow restart. The forwards are telling him where to kick. That's where we want to head. And they're off after the ball. And it's going to be a return kick. Oh no, oh no. Heading our way again. So we're going to line out 35 metres out from the Panthers try line. So Tupaki's going to throw and he'll try and find Clive Nicholas. Sees Clive's in number 3 with a white headband. They go back, he's up and it's gone to nobody, but it's been shot over the top. They've retained the ball. They're 20 metres out, the Eels. They've been pinched by the Panthers. Good run from the Panthers. Big Davey Meadows got the ball. He's bundling it up the middle. Then they're going back. Big long kick. Johnny Penu's after the ball. Carte's after him. John put it up. He's chasing the ball. Saletti's got the ball. He's a good footballer. This goal. They're off. They're off. The Panthers have been brought down 10 metres out. The Eels are struggling to get back. They're going to roll the ball up in the middle of the Panthers. This is where they're dangerous. They're going to get out. Oh, well picked up. That's Mata. Oh, no. Lost the ball. But you can see the way the Panthers are playing. They're going to try and run these big forwards around the ground. So we're going to have a scrum go down. So let's hope the live screen's going out and Chris, your team's playing. And the black and whites have been going really well and they've got some really star players out there. And they're all from Fiji. There's a lot of good players out there, the locals. Darren Perry's got them really playing good football. Big push on. The Panthers pushing and got the ball. Out it comes. Field goal attempt from Viger. It's missed. But you can see they're looking for the points early. No. So it's 3-0. But the ball went dead, so they didn't get the ball back from the last kickoff from the 25. But they've got to try and retain the ball, the Panthers. That's a big kick. Yep, they come. Nobody with him. Now ball's coming out. That's Joe Sissy, CO. He's got the ball in there. He's got an advantage to the Panthers. 30 metres out. So they're going to run the ball. Folletti's got the ball. It's Mutters have been playing sensational football lately, but scoring to nobody, so they'll come for the penalty. But you can see the intent. You can see the intent from the Panthers. They're going to run this big team around.
That's the one, that's the one. Hiya, let's see. Got Junior. Go for line up. Spit out. Let them kick it out. Hold it out.
The referees have a little bit of a chat. He's got to keep control of this game because it can get out of hand very quickly. So the hush over the crowd, so everybody's expecting a big game here today. So they've gone for the line, which is good. Down in the corner is the clubhouse side of the ground. They're 15 metres out. They've got a line out. It's going to be a Panthers throw in. And their number one jumper's playing again today, Thomas Toe. He's a reliable jumper and they'll throw to him. Up they got, brings the ball down. Now they're going to set themselves, the Panthers. They'll try and rumble it up. Very strong team. The Eels have got to hold them. They might have turned the ball over here. Another penalty to the Panthers. Don't often hear that, but there's clapping in the crowd. So the Panthers have got another penalty. The Eels have had no ball really. It's been all Panthers, but we've got a long way to go and this game's not going to be won in the first half. 3-0 the score. George, the coach from Harvard, sitting on the sideline with his trusty right hand. Louis Nicholas. Good haircut, Louis. So here we got another, it's a hard side to kick from over there near the clubhouse. The wind will swirl it around, but they're going to try and get as many points up as possible, the Panthers. Vega would be the kicker. Moves in, it's up in the air. Goes across the front. Hi. Yeah. 8-0. It's a score. Conversion is missed. So the Eels kicking off, nice and high. Oh, been swamped by the Eels, but the Eels are all over them. Knock on, advantage to the Eels, and I'm sorry I made a mistake with the referee. Papa Moore's on the line. So we've got a scrum going down, 30 metres out. Call for the ball to go in. Big push from the Panthers. They're all offside, the Panthers, all offside. Quick tap, they're off. And they got it out wide. Oh, he's lost the ball. He's lost the ball forward. The Eels, they're going to score under the post, but it's a crowd try. So we're 25 metres out. Scrum going down from the knock-on. Going to be a Panthers scrum and feed. Beautiful afternoon in sunny downtown Rarotonga. There's cloud cover, there's a bit of a wind blowing, and it's a beautiful winter's day. But the Panthers have been strong in these scrums. They surprised me. I thought the Eels would be too strong for them in the scrum, but they're holding them, the Panthers. Here they go. That's the kick, and all the Eels are after it. And this is little Mafu. He's the PNG boy. He's put it up, and he's going to chase the ball. He'll chase anything. Been well caught down the back there. Good kick from, sure that's Bega. Johnny Penner's put the, oh, Mutter's knocked him down. That's a late tackle. It's a late tackle. Late tackle. So it's a penalty to the Eels. 40 metres out. And this is the Eels. They're going to go for the line. Coach is yelling out orders. They want the game, the line out. They're 15 metres out. They need a ball. The Tupaka's on the sideline for the Eels. And the coach is telling John Penu to run to the blind. The players never listen to the coach when they're on the sideline. They take the chances as they turn up. So here we go. Tupaka's got the throw. Clive's in the middle. He's got the headband on, so you know where the ball's going to go. He's a very reliable jumper. Taking the ball, the Eels. They're trying to rumble it up. This is Eels at their best. They're at the best. Lost the ball. That's a shame, but that's how the Eels play. They rumble the ball up. And I'm sure they're going to try and play the Panthers in the forwards because that's their strength, the Eels. So we've got a scrum going down 10 metres out. The Abertu Eels coach is getting anxious. He's a good friend of mine. He's smiling at me. Beautiful afternoon. Sun's out. Nice wind blowing. Good afternoon for football. So the Panthers got the ball. It's in. They're holding. It's come out. This is Mutter. He's been playing good football. He's got the blonde top hair. They're in the middle of the field. They're 25 metres out, but they're still retaining the ball. There's a big kick. That's from Mutter. That's Mafu. He's called them back all offside, the Eels. Anyway, it's a penalty to Panthers. 20 metres out. Offside. But we've got a long way to go. It's 8-0. And that's just short of the halfway mark. You get a good shot of this. John Penu's going to throw the ball in. No, side. No, sorry, wrong John. Up they go. Well taken. Coming on the side in line out. And the Eels can't afford to keep giving these penalties because all it does is puts the Panthers down the field with no effort. But they're making sure the ball's out, so it's 40 metres out from the Eels try line. We have the line out, and it's the Panthers throw. And John Varnu's the number 2. And it's Thomas with the headgear, but he's gone down the back. That's good. Oh, there's trouble. The Eels have arrived, probably too late. So it's 30 metres out, 35 metres out. Penalty to the Eels. You can see the urgency in the Eels play when they get the ball. They know they've got to take advantage of all this that's going to happen. Right, so we've got a line out 20 metres out from the Panthers try line to Pucky's going to throw. And you'll see the rumble of the Eels here if they can retain this ball. Clive's got it, but he's it's the knock on from the Eels and it's play on. Another knock on. There's 2 knock-ons down there. They've got a scrum going down 10 metres out. Both these teams very anxious. They're making a few mistakes and it's something they don't normally do, but it'll settle down in this game. Clive's asking for an explanation, but it's pretty simple, Clive. Just go with the whistle. Here we go. Panther. Big run in the middle. They've got the big men running in the middle, the Eels. Now they're a little bit isolated out here. There's not many people home. 5 metres out, the Eels. The Panthers are set. They're just rumbling up those. Good run. Oh, organised, lost the ball. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. Penalty to the Eels. They're just feeling each other out, these two teams. Going to kick for goal. It's 8-0. Kick to come. While they're taking the kick. I just had a drink. It's been a long afternoon. Shouldn't miss this one. Right in front. Eight 0 kick to come. Oh, he's just got it over. Just snuck over. That'd be a worry if I was the coach. Right in front, and he's just snuck it over, but it's 8-3. While we're taking the the kick-off. I just want to thank you, because we haven't got a ball. I just want to thank our sponsors for the game. Origin Gas, Cook Island General Transport, the Tupapa Centre, and 89.5 on the FM dial. And the one thing about our game here, the referee's got to pick the ball up, the coach throws the ball in, and everybody's in participating. So here we go. The Panthers are kicked off nice and high because they know the wind's there, the sun's in their eyes. And the Eels have got the ball. A big run down the side there. They're organised, the Eels. They're just going to run these big forward and high tackle on the shoulder, the referee says. So we've got a penalty to the Eels. And that should put them down near the halfway mark with the line out. Just over the halfway mark, 45 metres out, line out. And Eels line out. Tupapa will try and find. I think Tupapa realise that all the line outs are going to go to Tom, and they're trying to vary their line outs a bit. Oh, it's a short. It's gone out. Yeah, the Eels have got a good jumper in Clive, and the Panthers have got a good jumper in Tom, and most of the balls go to them, but they're trying to vary it a little bit to make it unobvious. So we're going to have a scrum just short of a halfway mark on the Panthers side. The Water Boy's running on. The Panthers, Water Boy. Obviously got a cut on the head, but little do they know the worst thing to do for a cut is to put water on it because it makes the blood flow more. So we've got a scrum going on 45 metres out. The Eels scrum and feed. The ball's in. The Panthers have been strong in the scrum. They're trying to push the Eels off, and they've got it. They've pushed the Eels pack off the field. I think the coaches have been playing mind games with each other. So I think the Panthers realise that they've got to get stuck into these Eels forward because that's where their strength is. So we've got a line out 35 metres out from the Eels try line. That's a Panthers throw. And we've only got one ball by the look of things, which is no good. So it's breaking up the game all the time. We should have balls so the continuity can go with the game. So now we've got two balls on the field. Up they go. Panthers ball. Big run down the middle. Quick ball for the Panthers. Oh, good solid tackle there. They're working in towards the centre. The Panthers are doing all right here. They're 20 metres out, right in and retaining their ball. Now they're going out. They got the ball out. Oh, great tackle. Great tackle. Out they come again. The Panthers are on the attack. They're 5 metres out. Another penalty to the Panthers. They've taken a quick tap, but he's not on mark. The referee's called timeout. He's given a few instructions. We've got a penalty to the Panthers just on the side of the post, 5 metres out. It's 8-3 to score. Going to have a scrum. The way the Panthers scrum's going, the Eels are going to have to put something on here because the Panthers have been too strong in the scrum at the moment. Here we go. The big push is on. The Eels are holding them. They've all come to the line. They've got plenty of men out wide. It's very close, and I think they're over. The Panthers are in. Set move. That's 13-3 at the moment. That's if my score's right. 13-3. Kick to come. I'm just looking at the Panthers lineup, and it's a great team. One of their best players is on the sideline. Fijian boy, but he must have missed training. So the coach down the Panthers, you don't train, you don't play, no matter how good you are. This will be an interesting kick. 13-3. Tupapa. Yeah, no, they kicked the first one. Kicked the first one. But ask Ben. George, ask Ben. Ben will tell you the score. He's the official score. Oh, across the front. Ben, what's the score, mate? Hey? Yeah, 13-3, George. That's from the official scorer. Yeah. No. So we're going to have a kick-off. The Eels have got to do something. They've got to try and hold this Panthers team because the machine is working. Nice high kick. Nice high kick. Been well taken, well shielded. Stanley's on top of him. Big Davey Maddo's got the ball and he's into him. Good run, Davey. They're over the top. That's a great run. The Eels are on top again, but here's Davey again. He's got the ball out wide. Oh. They're flying in, the Eels. Eels ball. I don't have to commentate. You can hear the coach. Knock on from the Panthers. Eels ball, 35 metres out. As I said earlier, the by-play on the sideline is sometimes better than the game. They get very emotional, the players and the coaches here. But this is a big clash for both these teams. Whoever wins this game can go into the semis in 2 weeks' time on top. So we've got a scrum going down, 35 metres out from the Panthers try line. It's an Eels scrum and feed. And they've got to get this ball and set themselves up and get the machine working. So they're done all right, the Eels. Now they're on the fly. That's Sly. He's 25 metres out. The Panthers are up for it. Right into the middle. The Eels are over the top. Eels ball again. They're all standing still, but they've got a bit of an overlap here if they can get the ball out. They're hanging on to the pill, which is good for the Eels. They haven't been doing that straight into the forwards. 25 metres out. Quick ball. Here they go. The Eels are there. The Panthers are all over them. Advantage to the Eels. That's Aiden. He's a good young footballer, that boy. Aiden Carpy. They probably, the wrong bloke's got it. They probably didn't go for the drop kick. You'll bring him back for the penalty right in the front. 30 metres out. They've got to take the kick. Points are going to be precious at the end of the game. That's what I like. They're going to go for the 5 points. That's 20 metres out. Eels line out. No ball. The ball's on the other side of the field. It's your club. You're supposed to supply the balls, George. Here comes the pill. But it's taken the continuity out of the attack. No balls. Now they've got to wait. Tupapa's got the ball. The Eels have got to secure the ball in the line out. If they don't, up they go. Oh, well caught down the back. Now the Eels are going to rumble this up. They got their big men in the middle. 5 metres out. They're they're short of a line. Short of the line. The Panthers are piling in. No, they've got the ball back. The little P&G guy's done well to catch that. There was Panthers all over him. And he's offside, luckily, because that was going to be interesting. It's the wrong man. That was one of those Fijian flyers, picked it up. They're all offside. We've got an injury. So an interesting decision. This one's right in front, 20 metres out, 25 metres out. And they should be taking the kick for goal, in my opinion, but it depends on the coach. (13-3) the score at the moment. Right in front. His last kick was a bit wobbly. It went to the side, but hopefully this one can go over the black dot. There's no black dot. A lot of pressure on these players to kick the goals because one of these big games is going to be won by a goal kick. Moves in. Oh, it's a shocker. And here's trouble. It's gone dead. The bloke was off. But they're the things you just can't miss those ones in front. Still remains the same, 13-3. Now they should get the ball back from the drop kick, so see what happens. Up they go. Lay's caught this Lay will run hard. He's a machine, this man. He run into all of them. He's got the ball inside, but they've lost the ball. The Eels have lost it, and the Panthers have pinched it. And here's trouble. Here's trouble. He's off. He's off. Carvey's off. Oh, they got hold of him. Good football, Panthers. Hey. The Eels done well to cover that up. The Eels were off to the race. The Panthers were off to the races then. Big Davies up the middle. These Fijians are exciting when they get the ball. It's a penalty to the advantage to the Panthers. They're gone out wide. Out to the winger. Oh, it's like lightning. That's what people come to see. Flying machines. So that makes it 18-3. Kick to come. And while we're getting set up for the kick, Eels coach has sat down flabbergasted. I just want to thank our sponsors for the game. Origin Gas, Cook Island General Transport, Tupapa Gym, and 89.5 on the FM dial. And that was just a flying machine that scored the try, and I'm sure it's Ben. When you come and see people do things like that,